What is going on, beautiful people? It is your girl Kiana, and welcome back to another video. So guys, I decided to pop into Sephora and pick up a few things I was out of. And of course, in doing so, your girl found herself wandering around the store, and things all of a sudden ended up from the rack to my shopping bag. Okay, you guys know how I am. I can't control it, neither can my husband. It's okay, honey, it's okay. Those things happen to be fragrances. So I could not just go in store and haul those things without sharing them with you guys and letting you know what my thoughts are and if I'm super excited about them, which I am. Everything I get, I'm always excited. I would be telling you guys a lie if I didn't. But I also wanted to share with you guys, finally, after ages, what my thoughts are about the Finery collection that was in Target, or that is in Target. You know, the brand that came out and it's supposed to be duping high-end fragrances. I did pick up a few items from that line, and I was supposed to share these thoughts with you guys so long ago. I am so sorry about that. Life has been lifing. It really has. But we're going to use this video today to do just that. So if you're interested, definitely stick around. But I also wanted to do something just a little bit different in this video, y'all. So I'm going to say grab a snack and go and get your favorite beverage. I've already beat you to it, okay? It is the weekend, we are relaxing, and we're gonna have girl chit chat, okay? This is our tea session, okay? So for the tea session today, I want to talk to you guys about Queen Charlotte. If you guys have been sleeping under a rock, which I hope you have not, you know that Bridgerton did a spinoff, and it is Queen Charlotte, and it is everything. The actors are A1. Whole show is just amazing. Shonda really did a wonderful job, and I want to talk to you guys about it and let me know what your thoughts are about that show as well. But let's go ahead and jump on into this bag. All right. So for starters, some of the things that I needed to kind of re-up on, and I'm just going to get those out of the way because those are the boring things I think. It's just the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Brow Wiz. I swear by this brow pencil. I have to have this brow pencil. It doesn't matter where I am. If I leave it at home, I'm going to go and buy another one because this is amazing. I love it to sculpt my brows. This is all I have been using. This is in the color Ebony. I typically use dark brown because dark brown looks a little bit more natural. I had to play with this one a little bit more, but they didn't have it in my store. But you know, I wasn't going to walk out of there without it, especially because I am out. I used the last little bit today. So I threw this in the bag, and I also decided to get me a lip gloss. The lip glosses that I love to pick up are from Fenty, and this is the Gloss Bombs. I absolutely love her Gloss Bombs. I adore every last one of them. She also has some cream ones. That is what I wore in my last video. One of my loves asked me what I had on. It was a Fenty cream gloss. That is what I wore. Amazing. I love every range of colors that she has in that line, and it matches so perfectly with the skin tones. Every skin tone would look beautiful in her colors, and I love those shade ranges. So I ended up picking up Hot Chocolate. This is the one where all of the girlies went crazy online on TikTok, and I had to get my hands on it. So I ended up picking it up. This is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, what they say, your lips but better. I love it. A nice neutral earthy tone, and this is going to be 24/7 all year round for me. Very creamy, very moisturizing. I love it. Does not feel tacky at all. It makes the lips feel very luxurious. That's all I can say. She did a phenomenal job on this. A phenomenal job. So that's what I picked up. Now on to the fragrances. Y'all know I am not going to go in Sephora without grabbing a freaking fragrance or two or three. Okay? Yes, I had to. So I ended up picking up. Now this has been out for so freaking long, y'all. But again, you know when you're in the store perusing, you look at stuff and you just want to try things out, and things just happen to end up in your bag. That's just what happens. This is the Replica's fragrance in Jazz Club. So I decided to pick that up, and honey, it was love at first sniff when I smelled this. You know, Replica is a brand that loves to recreate moments in time. And so this is one that is supposedly creating a moment at a jazz club. in Brooklyn in 2013, okay? And when I tell you it brings all of the vibes, it brings all of the vibes. Oh my freaking goodness. Y'all, look at this. It is so super simplistic and so cute at the same time. I like it, especially this juice color. Honey, anything that's like a nice golden cognac brown or darker, I know it's going to be right up my alley, because you know I love deeper, darker fragrances. Love them. I love sultry fragrances. I love to feel sexy, seductive, okay? Yes, like a vixen. That's what I love, okay? Now, this is one of those ones that can definitely lean unisex. So if you are a gourmand lover, this is probably going to be your worst nightmare. That's the truth, because this literally reminds you of a jazz club. When you smell this fragrance, it literally takes you into a time warp. You immediately are placed in the middle of a nice, dark, smoky jazz club. Leather seats. She's pumping out Lena Horne. She on the stage, she pumping out the Lena Horne. Your hubby whispering sweet nothings in your ear while you drinking a glass of wine. He drinking a glass of bourbon, whiskey no less, maybe even scotch. But you all are in there having a vibe. You understand? A nice romantic vibe. Everybody around is real chill. The spot is just right for the moment and the mood. You understand what I mean? This is what this fragrance does to me, and I cannot wait to wear it. Of course, your girl is going to add a little bit more femininity to it by adding something just a little bit more sweet. So I cannot wait to rock this, but this is a very, very good unisex fragrance, and I think it would smell damn good on both men and women. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to take a deep dive in this fragrance. Yes, honey. Yes. So the hype around this is real. No gourmand lovers. No, you're not gonna like this. So don't say, Kiana, I tried. No, you're not. This is not gonna be your cup of tea. But this is good to me. It is. So yes, I did pick that up, and that was in the 3.4 fluid ounce. So you know I had to like it if I got a 3.4. You know I had to like it. It was love at first sniff. It really and truly was. Not to mention the husband loved it too. He loved it too. He did. I cannot. Okay, guys. So I did get 2 other items from Sephora, but as we are going into these 2 other items, which I am super excited to try, I want to talk to you a little bit about this Queen Charlotte. So yes, there were only 6 episodes for this season, and honey, every last one of the episodes literally had me on the edge of the couch, okay? On the edge of the couch. Every last one of the cast members are so beautiful. They're handsome, and they did a phenomenal job. I'm telling you, it was great. It almost made you feel like you were in the scene with them. It was so good to me. And honey, I can definitely say that Charlotte, in the actual series in Bridgerton Across the Board, I was like, wow, she is just so snooty and uppity. I loved how mean she was. But you know, when you start to go back in time and literally kind of get her biography, you kind of understand the reason why she's like that. When you kind of hear her story, you do understand that. And I want to say that, honey, George, when he stepped on the scene, I was like, hello, George. And then later on we got in there, I was like, uh-oh, George. George tripped the hell out at certain points in that show. And it really took a strong woman, and he definitely needed Charlotte. I can tell you that. But what really kind of took me by surprise, y'all, is that damn Lord Danbury. Oh my God. The makeup artists, listen, they earned their check. They earned their checks, okay? Because that damn Lord Danbury, there's no way. My heart went out to Lady Danbury the whole entire season. You understand? All of those episodes, I was like, oh my God, Lady Danbury, why? Every time he came on the scene, he pissed me off. Every time he came on the scene, he pissed me off because I couldn't see it. She was such a beautiful woman. And it's like, oh my gosh, her whole youth, her essence was taken by that old man. Oh my God. He was just the teeth, honey, the teeth. What did y'all think? I mean, come on, not, I know that it's, everybody had to be thinking the same thing when they showed him. When you saw that that was Lord Danbury, what was your first initial reaction? Mine was like, what the hell? What the hell, girl? What the hell? I know she ain't with that. Honey, listen, if my mom then would have tried to sell me back in the day to Lord Danbury, sis, they would have had to catch me in the woods. There's no way. Not willingly. She won't go willingly. She won't. She would have had to have done something. Give me some nightshade or something. That Lord Danbury was a mess, honey. But anywho, the next thing that I got from Sephora is I had to pick up some Sol de Janeiro stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you that the only thing thus far that I'd had was the parfum, and that was the Cheriosa 62, 63. I can't remember, guys, but that is the perfume that I had, and I absolutely fell in love with that one. They have since reformulated it, but I am happy I have the old formulation because it's a little bit softer. But I did end up going in picking up 2 little body sprays, and I ended up getting the Cheriosa 40, and this is the one with black, amber, plum, and then vanilla woods. Now, when I sprayed this, I fell in love. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is honestly one of the ones that I am definitely going to go back and get the largest size in this, because this smells so freaking good. The plum is giving off a nice sweet plum. You do get the amber undertone, so it's a nice, very sweet, ambery, woody sort of fragrance. And then, oh my gosh, upon dry down, you start getting a very sweet vanilla. So I absolutely love this. This is definitely true to its name and the notes: black, amber, plum, and vanilla woods. You get all of those things in this fragrance. Very sexy fragrance. This is a nice fragrance to wear on a date. Oh my gosh, honey. Talking about sniffing all over your neck, maybe getting a few nibbles here and there. Yes, I love it. And I'll be damned if this don't go well with Jazz Club. Honey, you might just have got you a layering combo. Yes. So this is probably going to be a little bit of the sweetness that I'm looking for to add to Jazz Club. So I cannot wait to rock that together, y'all, because oh, it's making magic. I love it. So yes, I ended up getting that one, Cheriosa 40, and I'm gonna go back and get the big size for sure. Okay, and then the next one I ended up getting is the Cheriosa 71, and this is the one with caramelized vanilla and then macadamia nuts. So this one I picked up, and honey, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I've sprayed this like a few times already, and I couldn't help but wear it. I honestly couldn't help but wear it. So I have been throwing this on quite a bit. To me, this one gives me straight up popcorn. This smells like caramel popcorn, and I like that. I like that. I think that this would be super good with the Snickerdoodle from Bath and Body Works. If you mix those two together, this is going to be so good. And even Berry Cookie from Bath and Body Works. Now this only came out in the little travel size, the little mini, and I was hoping that it was going to do well enough for it to come out and be launched fully in the full size, but I have not seen that yet, y'all. Let me know in the comments if you heard anything about it. Obviously, we are now in spring, so we more than likely won't hear anything about this until at least fall or around Christmas time or something. But I was loving on Berry Cookie, and then when I ended up getting the one that smells like caramel popcorn, I ended up pairing that with this, and I loved it. I loved it. It smells so good. So good. So that is all that I actually got from Sephora, guys. Now, moving on to this Finery, guys. But before I do that, so back a little bit about this Queen Charlotte. You all, when I tell you that I was just so in awe of the relationship that Charlotte and George had built over time. And it seemed like they had come so far. You know, they had come so far only for it to be 6 episodes. You know, it kind of started out with her trying to go over that wall. And honey, I would say by the end of episode 6, had she known at that time what her life was going to be about when she was debating on going over that wall, I feel like she would have took her ass over that wall. I'm just going to tell you that. But at the end of the day, you realize that George needed his Venus, and she was every bit of his Venus. You know what I mean? And he just wasn't complete without her. And it was a hellified storyline, and I loved it. I loved it. You know what I mean? And to see how much pain he was going through, the turmoil, it's a lot. And to have someone that you can literally be able to lean on in your time of need, in their time of need, is nothing like it. And I truly understood her as a character, especially when you see all of the stuff that she's going through now with her kids, now with, just being alone. Like, technically she truly is alone, and I don't think that she would have it any other way because of how deeply they care for one another. Now, it's sad to see, and they kind of left off in the last season of Bridgerton, with Edwina, when you really got a chance to see that George was so far gone at that point, more than likely suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia. You can clearly see that he was slowly leaving her. And, that's a hard thing to watch as a spouse. I can imagine that would be a hard thing to watch as a spouse. But for her to stick by him and literally want to chase the night, with him, and it was just a beautiful story. It really was a beautiful story. It was. And baby, when I tell you, your girl was in tears, real tears. What did you guys think about their relationship? I'm not gonna lie, I think like for example, like the first episode, when they finally did, get married, when he wooed her from going over that wall, because he really did, he came across as someone who was just George. And if you watch the episodes, you know exactly what I mean when I say just George. He was an everyday guy. He was just as nervous as she was, but he was willing to give it a try. He kind of pretty much reassured her that it would be him and her. And that's what stopped her from going over the wall. She was immediately intrigued. She was enamored by this man. He was gorgeous. Yes, he was. She was a beautiful girl as well. And they were going to make it work together because they both had been placed in a situation in which they both were uncomfortable. And they were going to get through it together. But honey, when they pulled up to where she would be staying, and then he said that he wasn't going to be staying there, and he flipped the hell out, sis, I was like, oh my God. No, he didn't pull the switcheroo on her like that. When I tell you I was pissed off at George, and it took a lot for me to come around to understand where this man was coming from. But I'm telling you, if you can get past that first episode, then a lot of things are going to start to fall in place, and a lot of things are going to be put in perspective. So that's how I feel about that, guys. Let me know what you think, because honey, when that first episode went off, I said, I know the devil is a liar. I know he didn't play her to the left. She should have went her ass over that wall, and she should have ran until her feet burned, until her feet was damn near coming off. That's how I felt, honey. That's how I felt. But anywho, moving on to Finery. Now, Finery, again, is the brand that released in Target, where they were duping high-end fragrances. One of which was a Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. This one was called Not Another Cherry. So I ended up picking this up in the Eau de Parfum. Now, I didn't necessarily want this in the Parfum, but they did not have it in the mist. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And honey, when I tell you that this fragrance smells so freaking good, it's like a nice sexy, soft, smooth cherry, and it's not anything that's overly tart. So it is sweet and tart at the same time. It doesn't give me boozy the way that Lost Cherry does give me boozy, but when I tell you that this dupe, it's amazing. It's almost like I will spend the $30 on this knowing that it probably lasts about 4 hours, which honestly, y'all, this lasts about 4 hours. I'm okay with it because it's $30. I don't expect it to last me all freaking day. But if I wear it and put it on my clothing, it does last a little bit longer. I give it about 6.5 hours if you spray it on your clothing. But this to me smells like a nice cherry. It's not medicinal at all. It's very sweet. So if there's anything that you are going to try from Finery, I am definitely going to recommend Not Another Cherry. This is amazing. Now, if you are someone who don't necessarily like the gourmand sweet fragrances, then you're not going to like this one. This is going to be a syrupy sweet sort of fragrance, and it's going to turn you off. But for the person who loves sweet fragrances, they love gourmands, you are going to absolutely love this, because again, it is syrupy sweet. It's not sickeningly sweet, but it is a nice balance. It's smooth, and it is a true cherry smell, and I love it. Love it. The next one that I ended up picking up, and these next ones are body mist. I finally was able to get the body mist, and these were about $15. And it's not bad at all, because it's $15 for how many ounces? 5 fluid ounces? It's not bad at all. And I ended up getting Sweet on the Outside, I think it's called. Yep, Sweet on the Outside. And this is supposed to be the dupe for the Eilish perfume by Billie Eilish. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I do not own that Billie Eilish perfume, and the reason why is because I was not a fan of it. I was so excited when I got it in my Ulta mailer to try it out. When they sent out the little samplers, I was so excited. I said, this is going to be great. I got it in the store. I sprayed the fragrance, and I got some sort of metallic smell, and I was not a fan of that fragrance. And I hate to say, I tried it so many times. Every time I went in the store, I went right over to spray it again, spray again, spray it again. And that's the same thing that I kept getting, some sort of metallic vanilla fragrance. And I did not like it. But I tried it in the Finery, and this is so sweet. It's like a sweet vanilla, and I love it. I love it. This is one of the ones. Yes, it's like a nice vanilla with a little bit of floral, and it's something else in there that's a little bit fruity, and I like it. It's something in this that I really like. It gives you a nice creamy finish, a nice vanilla creamy musky finish, and I like it a lot, guys. And honestly, I think I am going to go back and get this in the eau de parfum so I can layer it and it can last. I do like this one better than the Billie Eilish. The last thing that I picked up is Jungle Santal. And I picked this one up because everyone was saying that it's supposed to be a dupe for Santal 33. And it definitely smells like Santal 33. I could see someone who loves green, earthy, woody fragrances. There's nothing sweet in this at all to me. It really does. It smells like it has bamboo, greenery, grass, all kind of stuff in it. This is just as green as the bottle, okay? And I don't think that this is, my nose cannot necessarily appreciate. This is way more elevated to me than I'm willing to go. So I am going to find some use of it. I think that I can probably layer it with something, but I'm going to tell you that this is a very, very, very strong fragrance. Very strong fragrance in that you don't need to spray a lot, because I sprayed this earlier, took over my whole entire beauty room. And it was just one spray. So you want your money's worth, and you love Santal 33, and you want to get it for inexpensive, okay, yeah, this is it. And it smells just like Santal 33's candle. And if the candle smells anything like the eau de parfum, then this is the exact dupe. So I would say you might as well jump on something that's inexpensive and smells the same than to go out and spend over $150 for a perfume. Okay, so just my little 2 cents. I did not, however, get any of the other ones because I wasn't necessarily a fan. They did have one in there that smelled just like black opium, and I can attest to it. I think it was Moon something, and it did definitely smell like black opium. I would recommend that. I did not get that because I have so many of the black opiums and the flankers. I did not need to get any of that. There is another one in there that smelled like candy. I was not a fan of that one at all, and I'm not even sure what that was supposed to do. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. And that was pretty much the only ones that I really took the time to smell. I was not necessarily a fan of the one that smells like musk, but it smelled very musky. It was like a white floral musk fragrance, and I was not here for it. So I left that one in the store as well. The only ones that really kind of stuck out to me were these three, with the exception of the Jungle Santal, which I'm going to keep, but this is definitely not on my top of gotta haves. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, but it does smell like Santal 33. It does. All right, guys, that is all that I have. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you own any of these items that I've hauled, and let me know your thoughts on the performance and how long they last. I look forward to talking to you guys in our next chit chat, okay, and haul. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace, girls.